So let's go to this chat. The Eastern Cape has released its provincial crime statistics for the second and third quarters for the financial year 2024 and 2025. The stats have highlighted that 14 people were killed each day in the province on average over the period of 6 months. The province has seen a drop in crime, though, in Nelson Mandela Bay, and the province has noted a decline in crimes. Let's now make sense of these numbers with the acting HOD for Community Safety, Zukile Kani. Zukile, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us. I want to start off with the murder rate, which is a concern that has actually been raised by the Minister of Police as well when it comes to the Eastern Cape as well as Gauteng and KZN. What's happening in the province?
Thank you for the opportunity, Alvin. Good morning to you and good morning to the viewers. Having released the crime stats, the MEC Safety and Transport, MEC Lenata, has acknowledged and appreciated the reduction in crime. He has also acknowledged that the numbers are still high, we need to reduce them. Having looked at the causative factors and the places where these murders are taking place, alcohol and drugs are the big contributors. And if you look at the times that these murders have increased, it's over, for example, the festive period as well as over weekends. So he's also instructed our South African Police Service members to increase their efforts of visible policing over the weekends and also ensure that our crime intelligence is strengthened as well as the crime detection services in the province.
What does this stat then tell us about on average 14 people being murdered in that province?
What was very, I would say, shocking was the fact that these numbers are increased by mass killings. We have seen a high number of volume of mass killings, wherein people in numbers in one incident where 6 or 5 people would be killed. There would be one incident, but the number of fatalities would be very much increased. And also we needed to look at what are the causative factors to that effect, in the sense that in some instances you'd find out that in places like, for an example, OR Tambo, where there's a very high increase in stock theft. Some of them would end up being revenge killings as a result of the stock that was stolen. So we are looking deeply into the causative factors on the mass killings that are taking place within the province, especially in our economic hubs. That would be your Nelson Mandela Metro, your Buffalo City and the OR Tambo. Buffalo City Metro is not that much when it comes to mass killings, but there are killings because they have contributed at least about 18% of the crimes in the province.
Yeah, you say that Buffalo City, not that much. There's actually a list that has been released by the Mexican Council for Public Safety, Public Security and Criminal Justice in association with the Mexican Commission of Human Rights. And Buffalo City is now part of a list of countries, a list of cities worldwide that have been listed on the most violent cities in the world. What's your response to that?
According to our statistics, remember that we are taking our cases from our statistics from the CAS system, which is what has been reported, which is what is on the system. Buffalo City is second. Leading the list is Nelson Mandela Metro, and then Buffalo City would come in second, and thirdly, it would be the OR Tambo. Those are our hotspots in the province. Yes, indeed, Buffalo City is amongst the top 3 in the province.
Yeah, top 3 in the province, but also, as I said, that part of a list of the most violent countries in the world, according to this survey by the Mexican by the Mexican Commission of Human Rights. What's your response as a government to that? Because this is an international list that is compiled by another country, actually a country that is also plagued by violence, and their cities actually are high up on that list.
What the MEC has done, remember, the department was previously called Department of Safety and Liaison. He has gazetted that the department be changed to the Department of Community Safety, wherein, as the Department of Community Safety, he's involving communities to be part of crime prevention as well as crime detection. He has placed safety ambassadors within, especially within the Mtanzane area, wherein community members are involved in combating crimes. He is also in the process of formalizing the forums wherein the communities have mobilized themselves to assist in terms of boots on the ground within that specific area. So it's a process that we've recently started in the current financial year. We are monitoring the results thereof. As I indicated earlier on, that there is a reduction in crime within the PCM metro, especially in the Mdantsane and Quickney areas. But you will also note that in East London, there were very high-profile cases wherein a student was killed by her boyfriend, cut into pieces and put in a suitcase. So that would also sort of send a shockwave to the community, and that the community will see as if Mdantsane is very violent. But there are isolated incidents of note within the Mdantsane area, but it's on top of our list in terms of the crime prevention and crime combating, using the communities as part of our stakeholders in the crime prevention strategies that we have put in place.
When you look at these statistics and also the decisions that have been taken previously by the government, including the Minister of Police, for extra intervention in the Eastern Cape, has this really yielded the type of results that you would require, considering these stats that you've released?
Of course, the results will not be yielded overnight, but there is a significant improvement. As the MEC for Transport and Community Safety and Transport has acknowledged that there is the reduction in crime, but also he acknowledges the fact that the numbers are still very high. So slowly but surely we are getting there in terms of crime reduction within the province itself, especially in our hotspot areas where there is additional boots on the ground that have been put. He has put safety ambassadors in OR Tambo. He has put safety ambassadors in PCM, as well as the Nelson Mandela Metro. These are community-based structures that are under the training, guidance, and leadership of the department itself to assist the SAPS in crime prevention.
And finally, when you look at the stats, do you think that a case has been made out to exonerate, I guess, the premier of the province, that actually we do need SANDF soldiers to be deployed in the province to come and try and deal with crime as well? Has a case been made out?
I'm not in a position to comment on that, because that is still a discussion between the Premier, the MEC, and the President of the country. So as soon as we get the final outcome in terms of their discussion, I will be in a better position to advise you on the outcome thereof.
But is it the Community Safety MEC's view that soldiers are still needed in that province?
As I said, I will comment on that once the discussions have been finalized. Discussions can go either way. It can be yes or no. So until that has been finalized, I'm not in a position to indicate such.